same. Okay, and also we started vector differential operator topic. So gradient, I think we discussed gradient. So we are going to discuss about the applications of gradient. Yeah, students, now I'm presenting my screen. Okay. Yeah, students, is my screen visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Screen visible. Oh, okay. Okay. Now, what is the gradient? Gradient of scalar function. Generally, we use the grade. We find the gradient of scalar function by applying the del operator. So we discussed about del operator in last class. Del operator nothing but I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou plus k dou by dou z. So which is treated as which is dual role as vector and differential operator. That's why it's called vector differential operator. Okay. So suppose let phi of x comma y comma be a function. Define a scalar field. Then the vector I dou phi by dou x plus j dou phi dou y plus dou k dou phi by dou z is called the gradient of that scalar function. What happened here? Del operator applied on phi. Del phi, that simply I dou by dou x, j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z. And when we apply the del operator on any scalar function, that gives the gradient of that particular scalar function. Okay, so we denoted with grade phi or del phi. I dou by dou x, right? Yeah, students. Hello. Hello. I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Students. Okay. Yeah. So now gradient of scalar field. We discuss about gradient in last. So gradient is nothing but del operator applied on scalar function. Suppose phi be a scalar function, then when apply the del operator on phi, that gives of that the function. Next, the notation of the grade is grad phi or symbolic form phi. Both are same. Del phi or grade phi both are same. Next. So what is the main application of del phi? It's very simple. So the phi of x comma y comma z is equal to be the level surface. Last లో చెప్పాను మీకు what is the meaning of level surface. Level surface example also given. Function of three variable and the right side constant. Some function of three variable is equal to constant. That is surface equation, level surface. Okay. So to any surface, grade phi del phi gives the normal vector to the particular surface. Okay. So now the important application of gradient normal vector to the given surface equation. See this. Yeah. This is a note. Del phi is normal to the surface phi of x comma y comma z is equal to c. So this could be anything, surface of sphere, surface paraboloid, whatever it is, any surface. To any surface, we can find the normal vector to. Okay. Next. Now some problems related to gradient. If f is equal to x square, y square, z square, xy, find del pi or find grade pi, grade f, grade f. Same, just apply the del operator on f, split into three parts, I into plus j into k into dou by dou z of same f. So finally, this is the result. Suppose the point given, then substitute x value, y value, z, then you get vector value, numerical number, okay, which is the gradient of this equation f. Next. Geometrical interpretation of the gradient, same, normal vector to the surface. So the first application, gradient, is normal vector. Second one is directional derivative. So directional derivative of scalar function f at any point p x comma y comma z, that is xi plus yj plus zk in the direction of the vector n bar is given by grade f dot n bar by mod n. So n bar by mod n nothing but that is n cap, normal vector, unit vector of the given vector. So the directional derivative of the given function in the direction of any vector using gradient we can find the formula. So remember this formula, directional derivative of the function f at the point p in the direction of n bar by grade f dot n bar by mod n, or n cap, we can simply write n cap instead of n bar by mod n, we can write n cap. So these two are applications of gradient. Now one more application, properties of gradient. If theta phi is the constant scalar function, then del phi is equal to 0. Okay, so when we apply the differential operator on this constant, we get 0. So dou of constant, dou by dou y of constant, and dou by dou z are 3 zeros. So we get null vector. Okay. So if the function is constant function, then it's a grade phi, its gradient is 0, null vector. Next. Phi 1, phi 2 are two scalar point functions, then del of phi 1 plus or minus del phi 2 is equal to, so this is linearity property. Third property, Del of phi 1 into phi 2. Phi 1 into, so just UV rule. Usual differentiation rules. U into V, U dV plus V du. And U by V form, phi 1 by phi 2. Where U and V functions of single variable, the usual differentiation rules. Here, these phi 1 and phi 2 are functions of three variables. They are not functions of single variable. Phi 1, phi 2 are, they are scalar functions. Okay. Now, del of phi 1 by phi 2 is equal to same U by V rule, V du minus U dV by V square formula. Provided that the denominator not equal to 0. Next. Now, problems on gradient. Find the gradient for phi, where phi is the given by 3x square y minus y square z square at the point 1 minus 1. So here point given clearly. So after get gradient, then substitute the values x is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 2, is equal to minus 1 in the result. So first let us find the gradient of the given scalar function. What is the scalar function given? 3x square y minus y square z square. So now apply the operator on that function. That means I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z of function phi. Now applying the operator, letting the term by 8 I into plus j into k into. So now these are the partial derivatives to differentiate with respect to x only for I coefficient, for y and z. Now treat the remaining variable as constants while differentiating with respect to one variable partially. So now what we get? I 6xy plus j into 3x square minus 3y square z square plus k into minus 2y cube. Now at the point is given p of 1 comma minus 2 comma minus 1. So substitute x is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 2, z is equal to minus 1. Then what we get? Minus 12i minus 9j plus 15k. So this is the gradient of the given function at the particular point 1 minus 2 minus 1. Okay. So generally examination lo ee model lo same questions. Find the gradient of the at the point. Okay. So one more problem. If r equal to xi bar plus yj plus zk, show that. So the four problems given here. Grade r by r, grade r power n, and the grade of a bar dot r bar is equal to a bar. So where a bar is constant vector. Now let us find one by one. Wait a minute. Okay, students. Now the first question, grade of R. So here given that, show that, the clue given, left hand side, right side. Now just consider RHS, get RHS, get RHS. Now where what is R bar, what is bar given? Xi plus yj plus zk. Now x component, y component, z component are x, y, j. Okay. Now then what will be the mod or? So that is the magnitude of R bar is under x square, y square, z square. So now given x r bar and r both are we get. Now differentiate r square both this side. What we get with respect to x? 2r by dou x. So this is not d. Dou r by dou x is equal to 2x. That implies r dou r by dou x is equal to x. Now dou r by dou x is equal to x by r. Similarly, differentiating r square with respect to y and z partially, both this side we get dou r by dou to y by j and dou r by dou j is equal to z by r. So finally, now let us substitute these values, the grade r, apply the del operator on r. What we get? I dou r by dou x plus dou r by dou y plus k dou r by dou z. Now substituting door by x value, door by dou value, and door by dou z in this result, we get I into x by r plus I into y by r, j into y by r plus k into z by r. Now taking LCM, common LCM r, 1 by r taking out, remain xi plus yj plus zk. This is nothing but r. So finally del r is equal to r bar by r. Second, grade 1 by r. Grade of 1 by r means I dou by plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z of 1 by r. So now apply the operators dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z on 1 by r. Get I into dou by dou x of 1 by r plus j into dou by dou y of, what is r here? What is r value? Root over x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, this r is not a vector, it's a magnitude. Okay, now I into, now differentiate root over x square minus y, x square plus y square plus z square with respect to x. So taking shift into numerator x square y square plus z square to the power of minus 1 by 2. Differentiating that with respect to x, what we get? Minus 1 by 2 into x square plus y square plus z square is to the minus 3 by 2 into, again in the chain rule, using chain rule, square becomes 2x, y square z square zeros with respect to x partial differentiation. So finally what we get? X by x square plus y square plus z square to the power of 2. That means r cube. Okay, so now differentiating 1 by r with respect to x partially, we get x r cube minus x by r cube. Similarly, dou by dou y of 1 by is y by r cube, and dou by dou z r is minus z by r cube. Now taking minus 1 by r cube common, the remaining part xi plus yj plus zk, that is r bar. What is the result? Dou by del of 1 by r is equal to minus r bar by r cube. Very simple. Next, third one, del of r power n. So what is r here? R value root over x square plus y square plus z square. That means x square plus y square plus z square to the power of 1 by 2. But here given r power n means x square plus y square plus z square to the power of n by 2. Okay. Now we have to differentiate that with respect to x, y, z partially. Just them. First, let us consider first term. I dou by dou x of r power n. Now differentiating r power with respect to x, what we get? N r power n minus into dou r by dou x. Already we discussed dou r by dou, find it in first problem. Dou r by dou x is nothing but x by x. Substitute that. Plus dou y is y by r. So n into r power n minus 1 is common for 3 terms, taking out the remaining part xi yj plus zk, that is nothing but r bar by r. So now simplifying this, n into r power n is 2 into r bar. Portion del of a bar dot r bar. So r bar given, that is xi plus yj plus zk, but a bar is not given, but is given that a bar is constant vector. So let us suppose a bar is I plus a to j plus a3, where a1, a2 are numbers, constants. Okay. Now let us find the dot product. What we get? a1x plus a2j plus a3j. Now the del operator on this. So what happened here? Dot product becomes scalar. So firstly, a bar, r bar both are vectors, but due to this dot product, it becomes some scalar, no ijk. Okay. So now substituting del operator on, so applying del operator on this result, what we get? I dou by dou x plus j dou y plus k dou by dou z of a1x plus a2y plus a3j. So generally we apply del operator on only scalars. To apply the del operator on vectors, we need the dot or cross product. Without a dot and cross, we cannot apply del vectors. Okay. Now of a bar dot r bar is equal to I dou by dou x of s j dou by dou y of and k dou by dou z of so on. So now simplifying which we get I a1 plus j a2 is nothing but a bar. So what is the result? Del of r bar into any vector, r bar dot any vector is the same vector. So r bar b bar, we get b bar. Del of r bar dot c bar, we get c bar result. Okay. Next. This is topics. You know this method. How to find the unit vectors. If the vector given, what is the method to find? What is the procedure? It's unit vector. Okay. Question is related to that. Find unit vector. Unit vector normal to the surface. So this is not unit vector normal. Unit normal vector. Unit normal vector to the surface x cube plus y cube plus 3xyz is equal to 3. At the point 1, 2, where what is this x cube y cube plus 3xyz is equal to this is some surface, some scalar function of 3 variables is equal to some number constant. Any equation of the form phi of x comma z is equal to constant represents surface equation. Okay. So now here this is a surface equation. To this we are going to find the normal vector, not normal vector, unit normal vector at the point 1, 2, minus 1. So you have to verify this point lies on the surface or not. 1, 2, minus 1. Put x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, z is equal to minus 1. Check LHS, RHS equal or not. Suppose the point not lies on the surface, no question of unit vector at that point. Okay. So first, here left side part is phi, right side part is some constant, 3 places of constant, but left side x cube plus 3xyz. This is the function. We have to treat it as function of 3 variable. In general, we denote phi symbol or f symbol. You can use any symbol. Phi. Let the phi value x cube plus y cube plus 3xyz minus 3. Shift to all the terms to left side. No need of these 3, no need. Okay. Now unit vector. Normal, unit normal, just to write unit and vector. So what is the normal vector first to the surface? We know that del phi, grade phi gives normal vector. If grade phi is normal vector, what is the unit normal vector? So we know that by formula, if a bar is the vector, then it's a unit vector given by a bar by mod a. Similarly, for del phi, if that is the normal vector, then unit normal vector given by del phi by mod del phi. See this. Normal vector by its magnitude gives unit normal vector. So let us find what is the del phi. What is the grade phi? Grade phi I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z of phi. Students, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Sir.
Okay. I dou phi by dou x, j dou phi by dou y plus k dou phi by dou z. So let's differentiate phi with respect to x, y, z partially. See, 3x square plus 3yz I into plus j into 3y square plus 3xz plus k into 3xy. Now substituting the value. So at the 1, 2, minus 1, what is del phi? 3i plus 9j plus 6k. Now substituting the values. X is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, and z is equal to minus 1 in the above result. We get del phi is equal to minus 3i. Now we need its vector now. Minus 3i plus 9j plus 6k unit vector error sum. It's the vector by its magnitude. So that is given by minus 3i plus 9j plus 6k by root over 3 square plus 9 square plus 6 square. So the final result is a non. In this 9 is common. Taking 9 side, 1 plus 9 plus 4. So plus 9 plus 4, 14. Outside 3. 3 gets cancelled. The final answer minus I plus 3j plus 2k by root 14. This is a procedure to obtain the unit normal vector to the given surface equation at any point. So to find normal vector to the surface, first we have to find the normal vector to the surface. What is the formula for normal vector? Del phi. Toward the function part, variable part that is treated as phi or function, some function f ankondi, s phi ankondi. So del phi gives normal vector to the surface. After getting del phi, then unit normal vector is obtained by del phi by mod del phi. Now substitute the values, y, z values from that point, but given point. Next, find a unit normal vector to the surface x, y cube, z square is equal to 4. Same model. Here, x, y cube, z is equal to 4. And what is f? So treat this entire part function f of x comma y comma z, x, y cube, z square minus 4. Okay. Now normal vector formula del phi. This is a grade f. Sorry, phi kaadu ikkada f del f or grade f. Grade f, you know the formula grade f. Just vector differential operator on f. So we get some vector I y cube z square. Now put the value x value minus 1, y value minus 1, z value 2. In this result, we get the normal vector is minus 12j plus 4k. Now what is the magnitude of this vector? That is mod del phi f is equal to root over 16, 144, 16. So we get 176. Nothing but into 11. So taking that root to 16, 4 into root 11. So unit normal vector obtained by grade f by mod grade f. That is 1 by 4, 11 into minus 4i minus 12j plus 4k. Now taking 4 common from the 4 gets cancelled. Now minus 1 by 11 root 11 into I plus 3j plus minus k. The normal vector and unit normal vector. First we have to know how to find the normal vector to the given surface. After that, how to find the unit normal. Once we get a normal vector, it is easy to obtain unit normal vector. Is it clear, students? Unit normal vector, okay, Nama?
Yes,
Students,
sir.
I am audible. So now you are able to find the unit normal vector to any surface. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now the main important concept, what is the use of these normal vectors? What is the use of this surface? And very simple. Using gradient, we are doing this all these things. ఈ అన్నిట్లో కూడా gradient ఇన్వాల్వ్ అయింది. Gradient అంటే ఏంటంటే gradient applications are lot of. So geometryలో we find the normal vector to the surfaces. ఒక సర్ఫేస్ ఇస్తే దాని నార్మల్ వెక్టర్ అనేది యూజింగ్ గ్రేడియంట్ ఓన్లీ వి. If f is equal to constant, f of x comma y comma equal to constant is the surface equation, then to the surface normal line లేదా normal vector is given by del f, grade f. Okay, if you once find a normal vector, its unit normal vector is obtained by normal vector by its magnitude. You know that very well. So now, what is the use of this normal vector? Now we are going to find that. So any line equation, suppose two lines are given, how can you find the angle between them? Students, if two lines are given, then how can you find angle between them? This is a method you apply. Two lines is say angle ఎలా find చేస్తారమ్మా?
Cos theta equal
Cos theta equal to L1
x1 x2 plus
Yes.
y1.
No.
tan
Cos theta is equal to okay, but
N2 plus N1 N2 అట్లా కూడా ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయొచ్చు.
yeah.
Where L, M, N are
So
coefficients of x, y, z.
Yeah. Slopes also, if slopes are given, if you know the slope of these lines, suppose the first line slope m1, second line m2, then we can find the angle between those lines. m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Cos theta is equal to cos inverse of. So this is a formula. So when the slopes are given, then we can find the angle between two lines. Suppose the lines are not given lines, suppose the planes given. In place of lines, planes given 3D. Also, we have the method. Three
Angle
dimensional.
between normal.
Suppose two curves given. Yes, again normal. Suppose two curves given, amma. y1 is equal to f1 of x, y is equal to f2 of x. Two curves given. అంటే ఒక సర్కిల్ ఒక పారాబోలా ఇచ్చారు అనుకోండి. హౌ కెన్ యూ ఫైండ్ ద యాంగిల్ బిట్వీన్ ద సర్కిల్ పారాబోలా? ఎనీ ఐడియా? లైన్స్ చెప్పారమ్మా, టూ లైన్స్ ఇస్తే టాంజెంట్ స్లోప్ చేస్తాం మనం. వి ఫైండ్ ద స్లోప్ ఆఫ్ ది లైన్స్ ఫస్ట్. జనరల్లీ లైన్స్ ఎలా ఉంటామో లైన్స్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ y is equal to m1x plus c, y is equal to m2x plus c. First line slope m1, second line slope m2. So after getting m1, m2, we can find the using the formula theta cos theta is equal to formula which is tan theta is equal to. Similarly, two curves are given, then how to find the angle?
సార్ రెండింటిని సాల్వ్ చేసి పాయింట్స్ వస్తాయి కదా సార్, ఒక ఈక్వేషన్ ని డిఫరెన్షియేట్ చేసి పాయింట్స్ అందులో పెడితే వస్తుంది సార్.
Finding the
Curves అమ్మా.
angle between tangents.
ఫస్ట్ మీరు అన్నది కరెక్ట్ అన్నా, మీరు అన్నది ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ కరెక్ట్. ఎందుకంటే టూ కర్వ్స్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు టు ఫైండ్ ద టాంజెంట్ ఫస్ట్ యూ హావ్ టు ఫైండ్ ద టాంజెంట్స్. ఫస్ట్ యూ హావ్ టు ఫైండ్ ద పాయింట్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్సెక్షన్, కామన్ పాయింట్. దట్ పాయింట్ ఓన్లీ వీ హ్యావ్ ద యాంగిల్. ఓకేనా? ఎట్ దట్ పాయింట్ ఓన్లీ వీ కెన్ ఫైండ్ ద యాంగిల్. సో ఫస్ట్ find the points of intersection. Next go for tangents for each curve. So where cuts, okay, at that point find the tangent slope. From the tangent lines find the slope, then use the same method. If we get the slopes of the tangents to each curve, then the angle between the tangents is nothing but angle between the curves. So that is 2D. In case three surfaces are given, suppose two surfaces are given, to find the angle between two surfaces at the common point, then what is the procedure we have to apply? What is the concept? So here, now we learn how to find the unit normal vector, the normal vector to the given surfaces. So in case curves, we find the tangent lines, but in case surface, we are finding normal vector to the surfaces, to both surface, to find the normal vectors using the gradient concept. We get the normal vector to the given surfaces, then the angle between the normals is equal to angle between the surfaces. Okay, that is the procedure we are going to apply here. Okay, so I'm going to write on paper. The topic is finding students. Is my screen visible, ma?
Yes, sir.
Finding
Sir,
angle. Okay. Angle between surfaces. So let us take two surface equations. Some phi1 of x comma y comma z is equal to c1, and second surface. So this is the level surface equation. Already we discussed about level surface. This is standard form of level surface. Phi2 of x comma y comma z is equal to c2. So be two surfaces. These two are surface equations. To find the angle between these two surfaces, what is the procedure? First step, find their normal vectors. So what is the first surface normal vector?
Gradient of x.
Phi1. Yes, gradient of phi1 is first to normal to first one. First surface. Second, gradient of phi2 is normal to second surface. Okay. So now we got normal vector to the given surface. So once we get normals to the surfaces, then how to get their angle? Suppose these two vectors. Already studied in intermediate. If two vectors are given, what is the procedure? What is the method to find angle in them? If a bar, b bar, two vectors, a bar, b bar, two vectors, what is the theta between them? Any formula?
A bar dot b bar bar.
If a bar,
A1 sir, A1 plus B1 by under root of A1 square plus B1 square. అట్లనే కదా sir?
యా సో దీనికన్నా ముందు ఫస్ట్ మీకు ఒక చిన్న నేను లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ చెప్పింది ఇదే కాన్సెప్ట్ అమ్మా. ఏ బార్ డాట్ బి బార్ ఫార్మ్ ఏంటమ్మా? వాట్ ఇస్ ద డాట్ ప్రొడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ టూ వెక్టర్స్?
AB cos theta. Mod A mod B cos theta, sir.
యా mod A mod B, యా mod A mod B, AB cos
Cos theta.
theta na.
Yes,
Now
sir.
cos theta is equal to
A bar dot B bar
What is
by
cos theta?
mod A mod B.
by mod AB, mod A into mod B. Yeah. So if we know AB, then we can find the theta. What is the theta formula? Cos inverse of A bar dot B bar by mod A into mod B. This is the formula for angle between two. So here del phi 1 and del phi 2 are normals to the given surface. First surface normal vector, it is second surface normal vector. The angle between two normals is equal to angle between the surface. That is we know. So indirectly we are finding the angle between the surface equations. So if we get the angle between these two normals, then that angle is equal to the angle between two surfaces. Now what is the formula for angle between these two surfaces? Now let ఇదంతా కూడా జస్ట్ థియరీ. లెట్ theta be an angle between normals del phi 1 and del phi 2. So let us suppose just denote with n1 అనుకుందాం, n2 అనుకుందాం, n1 bar n2 bar అనుకుందాం. So let theta be the angle between this n1 and n2, n1 bar and n2. Now students tell me what is the angle, what is the formula for theta? n1 bar n2 bar ki angle theta అయితే what is the formula for theta?
Cos inverse.
Same concept. ఇక్కడ AB ఏదైతే ఏమిటో cos inverse of n1 bar dot
N1 dot N2
n2 bar by mod n1 bar
mod N2.
into mod n2 bar. సో ఇంకోటి మనకి సింపుల్ గా మీకు అర్థమైంది. n1 bar by mod n1 అంటే what is the n1 bar by mod n1 bar? ఇదేంటే మీరు రెండు టర్మ్ యాడ్ చేసి వస్తుంది, కంబైన్ చేస్తే n1 క్యాప్ వస్తుంది. సో n1 bar is normal to the first surface, then n1 bar by mod n1 bar is unit normal to the first surface. So unit normal vector first surface dot unit normal vector to the second. This is the formula between two surfaces. Simple. ఇక్కడ n1 bar అంటే nothing but del phi 1. What is phi 1? The part function part from first surface. What is phi 2? Function part from second surface. Del phi 1 is normal to first surface, del phi 2 is normal to second surface, then angle between these two normals is equal to angle between these two surfaces. If you just ఇది కన్ఫ్యూజన్ లేకుండా బెటర్ టు రైట్ అమ్మ, ఒక నోట్ రాసుకోండి. Angle between two surfaces is equal to angle between their normal vectors. Better to write this as a note. You have to remember this point. Angle between two surfaces is equal to angle between their normal vectors. లేదా నార్మల్ అనొచ్చు, బట్ ఇక్కడ మనం స్టడీ చేసేది వెక్టార్ అనాలిసిస్. యూజ్ వెక్టార్ టర్మ్. జామెట్రీలో వెక్టార్ అంటాం, నార్మల్ అంటాం, బట్ వెక్టార్ అనాలిసిస్ లో వి కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ నార్మల్ వెక్టార్. నార్మల్ లైన్, tangent line, tangential vector, normal vector. Okay, because we are using components x component, y component, z component, I, j, k use చేస్తున్నాం ఇక్కడ. Okay, angle between two surfaces is equal to angle between their normals. ఈ ఫార్ములా గుర్తుంచుకోండి. theta is equal to, ఇంకా మీకు ఈజీగా గుర్తుంచుకోవడానికి ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ n1 ఇంటూ సింపుల్ గా del phi 1 dot del phi 2 by mod del phi 1 into mod del phi 2. This is simple. ఈ ఫార్ములా గుర్తుంచుకోండి. సో బిట్వీన్ టూ నార్మల్స్, టూ సర్ఫేసెస్ యాంగిల్ ఎలా ఫైండ్ చేయాలో ఈ ఫార్ములా గుర్తుంచుకోండి. Now let us go to presentation. Yeah, students, screen కనిపిస్తుందమ్మా? Screen visible?
Yes, sir.
No? Yeah, the question. Find the angle between the surfaces x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 9. What is this? ఇదేంటమ్మా? ఈ సర్ఫేస్ ఏంటి? Geometrically, what is this?
Circle, sir.
Sphere, sir.
With radius 3.
Sphere.
Sphere.
Yes, sphere.
ఎందుకంటే
Sphere.
3D లో సర్కిల్ అంటే 2D లో యా స్పియర్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ అండ్ z ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు x స్క్వేర్ y స్క్వేర్ మైనస్ 3 అమ్మ. ఇక్కడ y స్క్వేర్ తీసేయండి. y ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ x స్క్వేర్ ఏంటి? జనరల్ అడుగుతున్నాను. వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫార్మ్, వాట్ ఈస్ ద జామెట్రికల్ మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ y ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ x స్క్వేర్?
Parabola.
ఇది పారాబోలాయిడ్. ఇది ఏంది? పారాబోలా 3D. పారాబోలాకు 3D. పారాబోలా 2D. పారాబోలా. సో z ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు x స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ y స్క్వేర్ మైనస్ 3. ఇది x square plus y square z square is equal to 9. So these two are surface. Generally, first, basically they are surfaces. Geometrically they have names, but basically they are surface equation. Three where unnayante definitely that is 3D object. 3D object ante definitely it has some surface untundi. Okay. ఆ కర్వ్ అయితే బౌండరీ ఉంటుందమ్మా. కర్వ్స్ కి సర్ఫేస్ ఉంటుంది, బౌండరీ ఉంటుంది. సర్కిల్ తీసుకోండి, రెండు రౌండ్ గా సర్కిల్ చేయండి, బౌండరీ ఉంటుంది అంతే, పెరిమీటర్ ఉంటుంది, బట్ సర్ఫేస్ ఉంటుంది. అదే 3D ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ కి సర్ఫేస్ ఉంటుంది. డిస్క్ తీసుకోండి, సర్కిల్ కి అలా వస్తుంది. ఓకే, సో అండ్ జెడ్ ఇస్ ఎట్ ద పాయింట్ 2 - 1. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే ఈ 2 - 1 2 అనేది పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్సెక్షన్ కాదా ఫస్ట్ మనం వెరిఫై చేయాలమ్మా. రెండు సర్ఫేస్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ సాటిస్ఫై కావాలి. ఈ పాయింట్ 2 - 1 2 సాటిస్ఫై చేస్తున్నా చూడండి, చెక్ చేయండి. పుట్ x ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 2, y ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు -1, z ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు. Students, is it satisfied or not? Hello, am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, satisfy చేస్తుందమ్మా పాయింట్. -1 2 సాటిస్ఫై చేస్తుందా లేదా ఈక్వేషన్స్ ని?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is this? This is the point of intersection. రెండు సర్ఫేసెస్ ఈ పాయింట్ దగ్గర కలుస్తున్నాయి. ఓకేనా? సో ఎట్ దట్ పాయింట్ టు ఫైండ్ ద యాంగిల్ అంటే ఎట్ ద సేమ్ పాయింట్ ఫస్ట్ టు ఫైండ్ ద నార్మల్ లైన్స్. ఒకే పాయింట్ దగ్గర రెండు నార్మల్ చేయండి. ఫస్ట్ సర్ఫేస్ నార్మల్ లైన్, సెకండ్ సర్ఫేస్ నార్మల్ లైన్ ఎట్ ద సేమ్ పాయింట్ 2 - 1 2. Normal line generally you get x y z terms, but you substitute the 2 value minus 1 value 2. X is equal to 2, y is equal to -1, z is equal to substitute in del pi. Then you get vector, general usual vectors of A bar B bar laga. Then go for angle. Okay na? So first angle between two surfaces at any point is angle between the normals to the surfaces at that point. This point first me rayalama examination lo you mention this statement. Then proceed. First surface equation ఏమనుకుందాం మనం 5-1 అనుకుందాం. సెకండ్ సర్ఫేస్ 5-2. ఓకే, 5-1 లేదా you can use f1 f2. No need of same symbol you have to use. Okay, so 5-1. Now what is grade 5-1 gives? Grade 5-1 gives normal to the first surface, and grade 5 gives అంటే gradient అంటే nothing but normal. జామెట్రీలో gradient నార్మల్ ఇస్తుంది. గ్రేడియంట్ హ్యాస్ డిఫరెంట్ అప్లికేషన్, చాలా ఉన్నాయి అప్లికేషన్స్. నార్మలే కాదు, డైరెక్షనల్ డెరివేటివ్ అని చెప్పిన టాపిక్, అది డిఫరెంట్, సెకండ్ టాపిక్ అది. ఓకేనా? సో డిఫరెంట్ ఉంటాయి మనకు అప్లికేషన్స్. గ్రేడ్ 5-1 నార్మల్ టు స్పియర్, గ్రేడ్ 5-2 నార్మల్ టు ది పారాబోల్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ గ్రేడ్ 5-1 నార్మల్స్? సో వన్స్ వి గెట్ నార్మల్స్ we can find the cos theta. What is the cos theta formula? bar dot b bar by mod a mod b. Yeah, in cap del phi 1 cap తీసుకున్నా పర్లేదు. ఓకేనా? సో del phi 1 dot del phi 2 by mod del phi 1 mod del phi 2. Here del phi 1 del phi 2 in terms of x y z, but there is common point given 2 - 1 2. So substitute values. At 2 - 1 2 del phi 1 value 4i plus 4i minus 2j plus 4k. At 2 minus 1 2, del phi 2 is 4i minus 2j minus k. Now get the cos theta. 4i minus 2j plus 4k dot 4i minus 2j minus k by magnitude first vector, second vector. So finally we get 16 plus 4. We dot product gives scalar. Vectors, రెండు vectors dot product scalar. అదే 2 vectors cross product again vector. You studied about this already. So 16 by 6 root 21, that is 8 by 3 into root 21. This is the cos theta. Now theta is equal to cos inverse of 8 by 3 root 21. So no need to write the theta value. Just theta రాయండి examination లో. మళ్ళీ క్యాల్సి చూసి దాని వాల్యూ ఏంటో కన్ఫ్యూజన్ అక్కర్లేదు. జస్ట్ టు రైట్ ది కాస్ థీటా ఇన్వర్స్. కాస్ ఇన్వర్స్ అని రాస్తాం is the theta. Okay. Second topic, second application of gradient is directional derivative. Directional derivative. Okay, ఒక క్వశ్చన్ చేస్తామా. సపోజ్ a bar is equal to I plus 2j plus 3k. Suppose a bar is equal to I plus 2j plus 3k. Now what is the component, x component of this vector?
I, sir. 1.
No, 1. What is the y component of the vector?
2, sir.
2. ఇక్కడ a bar dot I bar ఏమొస్తుంది? 1 వస్తుంది. a bar dot j bar 2 ఇస్తుంది. a bar dot k bar 3. అంటే ఏంది? డైరెక్షనల్ డెరివేటివ్ ఇస్ నథింగ్. అంటే డైరెక్షనల్ డెరివేటివ్ ఆఫ్ ది scalar function in the direction of any vector is nothing but its effect in the direction of vector. ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పాను I plus 2j plus 3k x కాంపోనెంట్ ని x యాక్సిస్ డైరెక్షన్ లో, అంటే x యాక్సిస్ డైరెక్షన్ లో ఈ వెక్టర్ వాల్యూ 1 అంటే డైరెక్షన్ డెరివేటివ్ వాల్యూ 1 అంటే x కాంపోనెంట్ అన్న డైరెక్షన్ డెరివేటివ్ ఇన్ ద డైరెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ x అన్న ఒకటేమో. x కాంపోనెంట్ 1 దాన్ని మనం ఏమనొచ్చు? డైరెక్షనల్ డెరివేటివ్ ఆఫ్ ద వెక్టర్ I plus 2j plus 3k in the x axis. దాని మాక్సిమం ఎఫెక్ట్ ఇన్ ద డైరెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ది వెక్టర్ నే మనం డైరెక్షనల్ డెరివేటివ్ వి కాల్ ఇట్ as డైరెక్షన్ డెరివేటివ్. సో see this. So here the function is x square plus y square. ఇది 2D అమ్మ. 2 వేరియబుల్స్ ఉన్నాయి. At the point 1, 1 in the direction of 2i bar minus 4j. ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పాను ఫార్మ్. Suppose f is the function, a bar is the vector, then the direction derivative of the function f in the direction of a bar given by del f dot a bar by mod a. Just discuss. So use that formula. Del f dot by mod a. So now let us find the del f first. Del f 2xi plus 2yj. At the point 1, 1 it is 2i plus 2j. Now what is a bar given? 2i minus 4j. What a bar? Root over 4 plus 16 root 20, 4 into 5, that is 2 root 5. Now substitute the direction derivative of f in the direction of a bar is given by del f dot a bar by mod a bar, that is 4 minus 8 by 2 root 5, that is minus 2 by root 5. Okay nama, right. Now students, I am taking attendance. Calling only absent is this. Rule number 62.